Friend, dead as fuck. Daily old friends, I am back. Hello, my beauties. I am ready to do tarot. I know some of you were dealing with some things that. Oh no! Runaway fluorite. Hi, I'm back, my dear. And you get to be the first victim, person, individual, to get a reading with my Witcher cards. Hey, Bree. Hey, Libra. Welcome back. I need to shuffle these cards because they're new. So it's going to be a second. I didn't get to shuffle them. I kind of just looked at them. Oh, my God, they're so pretty. So pretty. But, Princess, we're getting the tower moment, dear. What's going on in your life that's creating shambles? Normally, the tower appears when we're going through some shit. It looks like you're looking for guidance, which, by the way, look at that card. Even though it sucks because, it's a tower moment. But look how pretty that looks. At least if you're going through a tower moment, you're going through in style. And it does seem like there's an evaluation of life as well. Hello, Coco. Feels like a transcending moment. Transcending into something new. Hey, Brooklyn. My dear, check out the description. I do charge for questions, sweetheart. Dude. Bree, give me a minute. I'm going to shuffle these cards real good unless something pops out for you. So excited. Ooh, we got a few things that popped out. Oh, all right. It seems like we're just sitting and waiting for transformation to happen, especially when I get the Nine of Cups, which this is a very beautiful card as well. So we got the Nine of Cups. It's basically you're going through this period of trying to put yourself back together, along with trying to remind yourself not to kind of look back on the things that no longer you can change. You know what I mean? Like, it's good to observe, but not to dwell on it. Libra, my dear, you will be next, sweetheart. Hey, Coco, how we doing, baby? I know if I'm right, which I think I am, but, weird things have happened. Weren't you dealing with some insurance issues, baby? Libra, my dear. There's judgment and fuckery afoot. So we got the Four of Coins, which is a beautiful card. And itself, if it'll focus. Focus my card. It's a pretty card. But it's one of those things where people are seeing you as you're kind of snobby when really you're not. You're just willing to say things and address the situation in the way that they need to actually be addressed. A lot of people can't handle that. I'm doing okay. It's all getting better slowly but surely. Hell yeah, baby. Hey, Duncan. Hello, Isabel. Oh, amazing. Me. You've got quite a bit going on in your life. Amazing. Okay, so we got the Ace of Wands, which is harnessing that power within. So there's going to be a battle coming up between you and another individual. It seems like it's somebody that's younger that's trying to come after you. Just remember, you hold more power than what you let other people know, but you try to find the balance so you're not trying to cause too much chaos. But you're also trying to reveal the hidden too. So I don't know who pissed in your Cheerios, baby. Hello, Ascending Butterfly. Brooklyn, you can. We go in the order the way that you came in. So next is Coco. Then we got Smith. I'm going to call you Smith instead of Brooklyn because you're not Brooklyn. Coco, my dear, we've got the Hermit, which is basically you're just sitting back and you're kind of waiting for things to happen. But it's going to be followed by the Ten of Cups. So you're going to win. And it's just going to be a brutal battle back and forth. You're welcome. Hello again, my dear. I am back. Oh, my Smith. Okay, so we got the Eight of Wands, which is dealing with letting go of old bad habits that are coming into your life. And it seems like those who around you are seeing a transformation happening, and it seems like you're blossoming from that transformation. It's been a brittle battle so far. You'll win, baby. Give it time. Wheel of Fortune's in your favor. Duncan, we got the High Priestess. We're channeling some inner strength, wisdom into the mysteries, and learning how to escape from one's inner self. The internal battles are real. You're very welcome, sweetheart. If you would, just feel free to subscribe. You get one free card every day. Isabella, what up, baby? Let's see what you got. Getting used to these Witcher decks. Oh, it's like crazy chaotic energy. I fucking love it. The Nine of Coins. Seems like there's things that you got your eye on. And you've set your sights pretty high, but right now you're not where you want to be. So it seems like you're asking yourself whether or not it's worth it. Keep on pushing because it's going to be worth it. You got this, baby. Sending butterfly, my dear. We've got the Three of Coins. So you're at a crossroads in your life. Amazing, not amazing me, but sending butterfly. You're at a crossroads, which is going to call for you to basically pull on strength that you don't even know that you got. Trying to make sure I don't jump anybody. Samira. You're trying to work on solutions to problems that you're facing. And it seems kind of like it's you against the world, per se. By the way, hey, Gabby, thank you for getting rid of questions. Check the description out, guys. So, like I said, with this one, we've got the Two of Cups and we've got the Five of Cups. So it's trying to figure out a solution while trying not to put yourself into a hole. You know bad things are lurking around the corner, but you're trying to have a bright aspect. Hello, Aziel, my dear. And next I've got Gabby. Thank you, baby. Oh, shit. Gabby. The Queen of Cups. Looks like we're dealing with some emotional energy. And then we got the King of Staffs. But I really like this card. It's very pretty. So right now it seems like you're interleashing your intentions, your thoughts. It is also one of elemental workings as well. Envisioning oneself basically encased. And then with the King of Staffs, it's like you're trying to spread the word. You're trying to get the word out. So I'm going to assume the element that you're calling on is the element of air. Thank you, my dear. And Aziel, Authentic Shorty. Hello, my dear, and welcome to the chaos. Check out the description. Meet the gang. Gabby and Seawolf or Sea Cookie of Doom or Gabby Gab. They are our moderators, so please be kind. Queen of Pop. That is a Madonna reference. Oh, yeah. Aziel, let's see what we got going on. You're dealing with someone betraying you recently. And it seems like there was good time shared with this person, so this came out of the blue. I'm sorry, my dear. Authentic Shorty. What do we got for you? By the way, if you're new, make sure to like, subscribe, all that fun jazz. Authentic Shorty. What do I got for you? So Authentic Shorty, my dear, I've got the Queen of Swords for you, which means right now you're dealing with a battle. And it seems like an outsourced battle between you and you revealing the truth of another individual. So it seems to me like this individual's been trying to get people to go against you and try to tear you down, when in reality they're trying to deflect their situation off onto you. So just keep on pushing forward. Eventually you'll shine the light into that situation. You can, my dear, and you did. If you go back and check out the recording, which you can do, but I can't, you will see that. Not a problem, sweetheart. So how's everybody doing? I know it's been a couple days. My internet was shoddy. There was some issues with that. And if Brittany came in, I didn't see you, dear. I don't know if she did or not. I know she was looking for a reading. I was supposed to give her a reading this weekend, but, you know, internet. Gotta love it. But in my spare time of not being able to really do stuff, I started making things. Little crystal holders. And I actually made a full-blown rose one somewhere. Elena, hey, baby. Hey, Can. How we doing? You came on a good day, though, because I'm using my new Witcher deck. Elena. We got Justice. So it seems like it's not like you're passing a judgment on to somebody, but it does feel like there's a situation in where you feel like you're finally being heard instead of being ignored. You just gotta let me know, baby. Tomorrow on a live on a different channel. Well, that's cool, baby. You can do it through Cashapp. We can do it on here. We can do it privately. It's up to you, my dear. And Cam. Let's see what I got for you. We got the Wheel of Fortune, which normally pops up after, you know, dealing with certain situations. But just remember, with everything that we gain, we also lose something in that Wheel of Fortune. So just kind of keep that in mind, that whenever we go through something bad, something good is to follow. At least that's how I like. I thought about it, but it was just some wire I found fucking around with. Not a problem, baby. Just let me know what you want to do. Like, here, give me a second. I'll show you guys what I was talking about with the rose. I was really proud of this. Where'd it go? I'm also going to show you another one of the holders that I made. So the first one I'll show you is I made this one. If I can get it to rest, made that one. If I can show it. Doesn't work when it's on your hand, but it does work on the thing. And then this was the rose I made for the hubby. You're very welcome, sweetheart. A Knight of Coins and a Knight of Coins and the King of Coins. Yeah, someone's dealing with a money battle. I've got hair all over my desk, and I do not like it. So this also was a deck that I couldn't show earlier, but it is a Karma Sutra deck. See? Naughty, naughty, naughty. And it basically has the same as any other tarot deck. It's just got different positions associated with it. Hello, Lorena. How are you doing, my dear? All my information is down below in the description, my dears. I will double check to confirm. Yep. All my information is down below. I was introduced to you by my soulmate, and I know this may be difficult to answer, but I need assistance into contacting the goddess Hemera spiritually. I can astral project. Well, when you're in the spiritual realm, my dear, all you should need to do is to focus on who it is that you're trying to call to. One of two things will happen. Either one, they'll appear, or two, you will see a light that will guide you to exactly who it is you were looking for. There we go. What's the channel? What? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Gab. But yeah, that's how I would do it, especially if you're going to try to use astral projection. Now, if you're doing it in a ritual setting, you would just offer things that they like and go from there. Just really depends on what you're trying to achieve. But astral does seem like the best choice since it's easiest for you. Or I would assume. I don't know. All right, my sweetheart, how do you want to do this? Do you want to do a questions or do you want to do a reading followed by questions, my dear? I know it's easier said than done. I've been having a tough time trying to focus my energy into seeking her and contacting her, but so far nothing. I have contacted the goddess Nyx. It could be misdirection. So maybe you're looking for one when really you're needing another. You can also use Hecate into helping you being able to find these other deities that you're searching for as well. So yeah, Elena, just let me know what you want to do, baby. Hey, Brittany, my dear. So, Elena, my dear, do you want to do questions followed by a reading or a reading followed by questions? I always leave it up to the person. Or just all questions. Some people, you got a block. Wait for your answer, but I am going to save those because that is something that needs to be acknowledged. But welcome back, Brittany. My hair smells so good. I was using this Aussie leave-in conditioner. It smells so great. Refreshing. Yay! You gotta love a new crystal. Hey. Smells amazing. I got some other stuff too. I just haven't got to try it yet. Tell you this, Elena. You got a lot of being blocked emotionally. But since I'm waiting on you to tell me whether you want questions or a reading, my dear, I was hoping Michael had questions. Does Michael have questions? Because I can tell you right now, there's some things blocking. One of the things that is blocking is the Page of Coins, but it's in reverse. Well, it's not in reverse. It's in the blocking position. Feels like someone's looking at themselves of the things that they've done. And that's kind of what's blocking them to go forward. Then I've also got the Eight of Swords. With the Eight of Swords, it's like we're trying to put things to rest. And we're trying to kill part of ourselves that's no longer helping us. It's kind of like when you do shadow work, trying to get rid of the things that no longer are a part of you, that once were a part of you. Thank you, my dear. I appreciate it, Gab. The Four of Staves. So this one is kind of trying to see yourself in a better predicament. It's also the Four of Wands. So trying to pick up where you left off, trying to find out where to go next. Looking for answers and hoping something clicks. Since you said Michael, I'm going to assume this is all for Michael. Let's see what we got. Another thing that is blocking is the King of Swords, wanting to act but not knowing how to act. And then there's a reliance on strength as well. Maybe the strength to overcome this emotion. Or at least that's how it feels. Overcoming things. It's like a bunch of obstacles. I feel like there's a lot to deal with the past. The past and not sure where to go. It's like being in a minefield and trying to find your way out. Yeah, that kind of proves it. So we also got the Ten of Wands. If you look at the symbolism between the key and the bird, trying to break free from old habits. Then we've also got the Ace of Wands, which is releasing that inner power and being able to control it and harness it for what you want. So it's like a lot of internal struggles. That's basically what it seems. It seems not trying to get people to look past the way they were before and trying to not fall back into those habits. And that's kind of like where it's fallen in between. Trying to learn to take that sense of new freedom, but also morph it. Then we got the Ace of Cups, which is an indulgence card in itself, and victory. But it seems like victory can't be found, and it's kind of a block. There's no ability to be able to be successful because every time there's a little bit of excess, it's one of those things like where you overdo it. You don't know the boundaries. Then we've also got the Seven of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. So with the Seven of Swords, it's more of a reflection and learning to heal. It's also a feeling of isolation. And it feels no matter how many times we've broken free from this habit, there's still fragments of people and places and things that this keeps on happening to. It almost feels like, I don't want to say an addiction because it may not be an addiction, but it's like an addictive habit. Something that was formed over multiple years and it got worse and worse and worse as it went. Then we got the Queen of Cups, which deals with overcoming bewilderment. and indulgence, but speaking one's truth. So with the Queen of Cups card, with all this, it's learning to find the placement of the words. To look back, but when they look back, it's like looking at fear. Fear of doing the same thing, but trying to keep on moving forward, but still acknowledging the past. So then we got the Two of Wands, which is trying to change oneself on the outside as well as on the inside. So it's like a total transformation. So we're worked on the inside and we're working on getting things together. But for one to fully see a transformation, sometimes we have to see it in the physical body. We have to see it on the outside, because the inside, you can't really, you know your thoughts, but it's kind of like when they say you get a new haircut, you feel like you're a new me. That's the same thing that needs to happen here. Is it, once you transform one part of your life, you have to transform all parts of your life. And then we got the Chariot, which is his ability to keep on moving even though you're dealing with a few bumps or sidetracks in the road. See, it's not a destination. It's a process. It's a way of life which we move in with, you know, our journey. So when we go through these life-changing events, we hope, or we're like, we got to get to the end, we got to get to the finish line. But the finish line is a goal, but it's not the end. And before you can reach that goal, you got to make the little goals. And that's what it's about. It's about acknowledging those little goals, putting them on your back and carrying them with you. So once you actually get to that main goal that it is that you're looking for, you're going to be able to appreciate it. You're going to look through all them little steps that led to this moment. And that goes for good, bad, or whatever. Then we got the Nine of Swords, which deals with victory. So we got victory, the world, and the King of Cups. So see, once we start pushing ourselves to these little minor stones and collecting ourselves, that's when we start to see change coming. It's all about the acknowledgement of those little things, those following the direction, following one's intuition. I know some people, when they deal with certain things in their life, they're afraid to follow their intuition because they're afraid of certain bad habits coming back. But you have to relearn to trust yourself again to be able to move forward in life. And once you start trusting in those instincts, you start to blossom. You start to see the world around you blossom. And new things come into light, even in the darkest of times. And then we reach the point in our journey where we finally get to that point where we thought we wanted to be. And that's where we get the King of Cups. With the King of Cups, it's one to observe the past, but it's also, it gives you that sense of strength. So it's kind of like, which, you know, that's possible. You know, some people, by the way, I know this ain't part of the reading, but, you know, some people may feel like it resonates with them. And, you know, that's fine. You know, one person's blockage could be shared by another. That's where we get the whole, we click by souls. And sometimes there's people that you'll meet in these lives where journeys will connect and meet. And you find people who are going through the same thing, dealing with the same struggles and trying to figure out what their life is. And then you meet these people, and then you can build a community and make yourself stronger and help make them stronger as well. Totally off topic, though. Let's see what I can get from another deck, because I pulled quite a bit on the Witcher deck. Let's go into something. There's also a block into family past. So I don't know if this was something that dealt with an adoption, or maybe there's people who they were once close to that are no longer around. But there is a block when it comes to ancestral communication. You can, my dear. Behold sight of the ancient ones, for there is magic in the darkness of places. It dares to open their eyes. So see, it's the same thing again, except this is in reverse. Instead of opening their eyes have been opened. So this is, taking the acknowledgement of the things that were hidden and being able to put them into the light to better oneself. You're welcome, my dear. I don't get a whole lot of readings that are more on the, like when I think about it, it's like in the pit of my stomach. And it's like anxiety, fear, depression, but there's also bits of joy and laughter and happiness. I mean, it's kind of like all the emotions together, but it's like a sinking feeling. And that sinking feeling is the issue that we're trying to get rid of. Why do I keep feeling this? Everything that I do. Speak the breath into the recite and the spine, and all desires that which is will be revealed. Same thing. So same thing to go with the owl with candle magic. Revealing oneself. You have to let yourself break down before you can acknowledge the things that you need on a certain level. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to look back at yourself, especially if you had issues in the past, no matter what issues that it is that you were facing. But, we all have these little snippets of ourselves in certain moments that we don't like, that we want to change things. We want to morph our life into something better instead of being dragged down into an abyss. And I think that's what comes through with this reading, is it's the feeling of unknown and just ready for something to click. So let's see, is there anything decent coming out of this experience? So we got the devil. So we're getting out of one's own manipulation. And then we got the Three of Swords, which is putting things to rest. So breaking the chains of manipulation and putting things to rest. These are the two things that need to happen. And then what's the conclusion for this? Then we got the Three of Cups, which brings in celebration. I know it doesn't look like a celebration with this card, but it is a celebration when we get the Three of Cups. And then as soon as that started happening, where we had some cards pop up before are starting to pop up again. Release, acknowledging one's power, being able to look at it. So these are the events that are going to kind of transpire. I feel like there's a good support system. Which, I mean, besides, you offering to do this for an individual. But I feel like there's more support out there than they realize. I feel like their mind's their own worst enemy. And, sometimes actions from the past can come back to haunt everybody. We all know this. But it's not dwelling on the past that makes them go away. It's being able to acknowledge the past, being able to move forward from it, and try to make amends. Some people will accept it, some people won't. But, at least you're making an effort instead of saying fuck it all. There needs to be a little bit more organization, and there needs to be a little bit better timing. Those would be the two things that I suggest, because there's a timing issue and a fear. You got to let go of the fear. If you live in fear, you will always be surrounded by fear. So, is there any questions that you have, my dear, or that they have? Hello, my dear. I have missed you as well. I got on earlier for some fuckery, and, well, now here I am. The reading. Yeah, because if you have any questions or is there anything that you want to know, let me know, or I could continue. Not a problem, sweetheart. Hey, Brittany. Give me 1 minute. I got a timing question. Crystal, I believe Brittany sent something. I'm not really sure. And I still feel like I may be in a 30-minute. Sephora, my dear, I charge for questions. I'm sorry. Check this description out, though, sweetheart. I need to remember that. Which part, my dear? You know, sometimes it gets hard. It really does. It's one of those things. All right, so here's how it's going. I've got Elena I'm wrapping up with. Then I've got Brittany. I've got Cristobal. And I've got Sephora. But is there anything else I can flip for you, my dear? Use me. I need to get off this rut I'm in. You can't continue. Okay. You're welcome, my dear. Yeah, it's just basically a lot of death and a rebirth. And it keeps on coming up like fucking cancer. Excuse, I'm not trying to make light of cancer or anybody, but I'm going to double this with... Okay, so, yeah, we got revealing bullshit, basically. Then we've got those who were cheering us on during our bad behavior turning on us. And then we've got reconnection of family coming through. So I feel like there's a little bit of bonding that could be done. Especially when you get, thank you, Brittany. And who is okay, so is Healing Creative Life is a free card. You're very welcome, sweetheart. And it's what I try to do, or at least, and thank you for allowing me to use this new deck by reading you. I know it's hard, baby, but you know, you got strength in you. You've got things that you are able to grab and hold of and take and possess and be able to use. So now it's up to you on what you do with it. Do you let yourself be encompassed by fear and never know what was outside of that fear? Or do you slowly ascend out of it and just keep pushing? It's kind of where we're all at in life. Do we let fear keep us? Or do we conquer fear and keep on pushing? Healing life. You've got abundance. But with all your abundance, there comes a lot of fucking bullshit to come with it. So it's one of those things where it seems like whatever you're doing pays good, but it's a lot of mind fuckery. You know what I mean? A mental toll. Dealing with other people's bullshit. Blah, 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 blah. Brittany, what are your 4 questions, I assume? That's what I would do. I would imagine it, because we're coming up on Austera, and I'll do a whole video on this. But imagine it's like a rebirth. As the new year comes in and we see Austera and we see the egg symbolism, you know, of being able to nurture oneself within this life shell, which would metaphorically be our bodies, right? So imagine you're finally springing up out of that shell and coming into a new power of life. With each season, we change, we evolve, we morph, because we learn things along that way. Sephora, my dear, you are right after Brittany. Unless Brittany wants Sephora. I'm lost. Brittany, do you want to go first, or are you wanting Sephora to go first? Don't really matter to me either way. And then I've got Crystal as well. Well, since Sephora gave me the question, we'll go with her. This guy is a Cancer, lives in another country. Does he like me? Is he single? I'm a Sagittarius. They are single, but they are very dominating in their personality. I'll give you that. And as far as do they like you, we got the 9 of Staff, which is meaning that they're keeping you at a distance, but keeping you at a close distance. It's almost like having your arm out and saying, well, this is where I'm going to let you see me, but not fully let you come into my space or into my world. And that's what we get with this card right here. Now, with our next card, we got the 7 of Coins, which is kind of like a camouflage in a way. You see what I want you to see versus what is reality. All the pretty colors and all the things that I can promise and can do. So there is a little bit of look at me kind of vibe. But do they like you? That is the question. I'm going to pull that out on my other deck. But do they like her? Or them? Or they? Seems like there's some things about you from past relationships that come through. And it's one of those things where it's like a project where you want to mend somebody to see them be whole again. So I doubt, I'm not saying it's not love. I'm just saying there is a coupling of sorts, being able to work together on certain issues. So I do think there is some like to it. But it does seem like they are very aggressive in their personality dynamic. Trauma bond. Kind of, yeah. Yeah, that's the perfect word, trauma bond. Brittany, my dear, and I've got Crystal. Whoever throws me the questions first wins. Pretty much. Another way to ascend in oneself is just kind of write down. Like if you're not a writer and you prefer more of like the speaking or, you know, hearing yourself and hearing the words and things like that, record yourself vocally. It's also a good way to kind of release that fear into a creative outlet to where you can hear it or see it or envision it. And then once you start doing that, it has less power over you. She is lying. 1, she is lying to me. 2, is it fixable? 3, what will happen when she gets back from Massachusetts? And 4, am I making a mistake by leaving her? Jesus. All right, my dear. I'm going to leave these for the pro cards because that's a lot of heavy questions. So for the first one, is she lying to me? So we got death in reverse, which means truth, or at least that's how I take it, and strength. So being able to speak the truth. Because normally if I see death like this, that means someone's holding you down, putting their power against you. But by this side, I see it as, you know, release. Now, is it fixable? Is it fixable? Is it fixable? Okay. So there's a lot of weight that's been carried from both ends. Carrying all this weight eventually is going to cause stress. It's going to cause a breaking in between because you can only carry shit for so long. There is kind of, okay, so we got the caution to the wind card that I like to call it, which is the 4 of Cups. And then I've got the 2 of Pentacles. So this is kind of where you're left with the 2 decisions. So you got one decision of trying to make it work and the other decision of saying fuck it all and trying to move past it. But it does seem like when we get this card, it's a card of where we kind of give up. Like we're just done fighting. We're done pushing on. So it doesn't seem like it's one of those things where like, oh, can we fix it? Anything can be fixed if you're willing to put in, and so is the other person. But there's a part of you that's already said, fuck it. Now, what will happen when she gets back from Massachusetts? Well, it's going to be a shit show, I can tell you that. And the reason I say it's going to be a shit show is because we got the Six of Wands, which normally deals with the battling of the good and the evil. We also got the King of Swords, which instead of being fighting about it, it's one of where we're just kind of surrendering and giving that power up, which is followed by the Hangman, where we're kind of just there. It's one of those things where it doesn't feel like it's getting any better, and it doesn't feel like we're moving in a direction that's going to help us getting any better. So as far as what's going to happen, I feel like there's going to be quite a bit of arguments, and there's going to be a lot of you're not seeing my point and I'm not seeing your point, and this is what's going to lead to frustrations and they say, you know what, fuck it. Yeah, plus we got also screaming that's going to happen. And then there's going to be a point where you're trying to figure out a plan that works for both when secretly one already has a mind made up. Not a problem, sweetheart. Be careful, Gab. Hope to see you. Hey, Haley. Dog's doing good. Am I making a mistake by leaving her? Okay, so I don't think it's a mistake, but I do think that this is uncovering some shit. The reason I say that is because we got the uncovering of information, which comes up. Then we got the King of Pentacles, which when I see the King of Pentacles, I associate it with holding something dear to one's heart and being able to move forward. And then towards the end, we've got the card of family. So maybe a small separation would do you two good just for a little bit. And when you are able to finally find that middle ground to be able to work with each other. Now, whether or not you guys decide to do this or you decide to just keep on pushing and keep on pushing, it's really up to you. But you are going to have to uncover some of the bullshit that neither of you want to talk about because it's on both sides. It's not only on one. Crystal, my dear, you are next, and then it is Spiritual J. I am doing good. The dog is doing great. He's still not able to walk up and down the steps. He still kind of wobbles his leg back and forth. And as far as a card for the day, my dear Haley. We got the Ace of Cups. So it seems like there's a lot of things that are flowing over, but you have hope. And as long as you have hope, there's nothing wrong. I pulled pretty much the same cards before I came on your live. Thank you. You're very welcome, sweetheart. I'm sorry, my dear. I don't know what happened. And, you know, I know it's been kind of shaky for the last couple months. When will I see Steven again? And when will he be moving out of this place and moving in together with me? We're both Scorpios. So as far as the timing, let's see what I got. Because I got timing issues and I got yin and yang in reverse. So there's still some obstacles that are in the way. And one of the obstacles that is in the way is time itself. Let's see if this gives us a better indication of time. So I've got 3, 2, and if I remember my Roman numerals, that's 14. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Probably looking about 8 days, 8 to 18 days to weeks. Just as a time frame. And then we've also got the Queen of Cups, which means there's struggles ahead that's not been dealt with. You're very welcome, sweetheart. Hey, Ty. What up, baby? And then Spiritual J, if you want to tell me what you need, baby, on your two. But let's see if... So, as far as the moving, it's going to be anywhere between 8 to 18, either days, hours, or weeks. I would say more days than hours. But, you know, crazier things have happened. But I will tell you this, there is a Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and then there is an Empress. So maybe something ain't right. I don't know what's not right, but the fortune isn't falling into the favor. How is Sid feeling about me? Sid is an Aries. Got that fiery spirit. All right. Well, I'm going to say this. So we got the Seven of Wands, which is like this. So that means, well, if I can hold my cards and speak my truth. So the Seven of Wands came up like this. So that means instead of being in this mind fuck of like, where the fuck do I go? They kind of know exactly how they're feeling and what direction that they're wanting to go in. Now we've also got the Queen of Pentacles, which is viewed as maybe there's a little bit of chaos, but someone's holding on to something, some kind of hope, hoping for different situations, hoping to be able to give themselves fully into someone else. That's what I'm saying, baby, about 8 to 18 days. Now, as far as the feelings that come attached with it, it's kind of funny. It's one where they're being precise with their wording. It's almost like, I will have you come to me. Like, they seem like the kind of person that, like, when you're in a room and let's say if your attention got off where they want you to look at them, so they'll do something stupid. They're willing to take the hit kind of thing. And will I have success as a florist? There's going to be some issues when it comes to being a florist, just because certain things have got to be talked over. And the reason I say that is because there's pros and cons into wanting to go this, like it is with everything. And then we got the Hangman in reverse, which leads us to a better opportunity to rise above and keep on moving. So I think it'll go good. It's just going to be snagged here and there, you know what I mean? Little setbacks. And Crystal, if you didn't hear me, sweetheart, it'll be anywhere between 8 to 18. It can be hours, days, weeks. I don't think it's going to be weeks. I really don't think it's going to be hours. I'm saying anywhere between 8 to 18 days. Somewhere in between that spot, just to get everything situated, to get it moved, to get it put in. 8 to 18 days, my dear. You're very welcome, Spiritual J. I missed you guys. I know it's been a while since I've been on here. But I'm not even going to lie, like mentally, I kind of needed the break. I've just been in this rut of where I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to like really bring up. It's kind of one of those things where you're just living in the moment from day to day, just kind of going through the motions, but not really doing anything profound. And that's kind of where I've been. I mean, I did find some creative release, but it's just been this mind fuck. I'm kind of going back and forth and enjoying these caramelos with the koala. I love these little things. They remind me of caramelos. Can I have a reading, please? What? I don't know. You said what to me? Well, it seems like you're going through some shit, my dear. Ty, Haley, not yet, but I am working on it. Three of Swords. Watch who you put all your belief into when it comes to Amaka. And then we got Ty. And then we got Haley. I like these cards, but I need to shuffle them more before I start playing with them. Oh, Ty. Tyler of Destruction. All right, I'm gonna have to switch decks because this one just keeps on popping out the same cards, and I'm like, you've been spent. Hello, my dear. I did read you a card. If you go back, you will see it. Polivia. Ty, what can I do for you? What do we got for Ty? Grab a hold, allow the dwelling within the belly awaken. All that is a mere glimpse, a dedicated pool, and the roots of living in alchemy of self. So you need to root yourself and uncover the things hidden within. Mr. Ty. You're very welcome, sweetheart. I try. And Haley, my dear. There's a trap that you're laid in. You're finally learning to release yourself from being rooted into one spot. And you've got a need for healing. What a wild web we weave, dear child. A delicious memory untamed. So there's some things coming undone. I am in Middletown, baby. It's where I live. Yep, looks like a Carmelo. Excuse me. What town are you in, baby? Hello, goddess of love. I've been doing good, baby. Enjoying some chocolates sent me from down under. And, you know, living the dream, I suppose. Oh. So, you, my dear, have got the card of the Dark Moon, and this is for Goddess Love. In the dark of your heart lives new breath, waiting for you to release it like a ghost. Time to bring in that shadow self out to the world. Let it free. Let it free. That curtain looks sexy as fuck. Sophie, my dear, you have a rebirthing process. It's time to burn the old self and bring in the new. And when you start doing that, you'll finally survive the last harvest of the season. There's death in all that awakens. It's blissful, new, painful, and mighty. Arise like a flame, resurrected. Like, subscribe. By the way, once we hit 1,000, I will be doing a giveaway for you, my little beauties. And I will be doing the drawing on here live. So once we hit that, last time I checked, we were like one away from like 666 followers. Which I thought was funny. Just because it's 666. I'm still a kid. It's all right, though. We all have those moments, don't we? Where we see certain numbers and we're like, ew, we went past it. Yay. Let me get rid of some of the stuff here. But yeah, I am so excited. These cards are so pretty, though. And the way that they feel, like I'm definitely going to have to mix them up a little bit better. But the way that they feel is fucking amazing. Like, I've never had a deck that felt like this. Like, it just feels great. And eventually I'll have to get who they got it from, because these are all freaking custom made. Took a couple months to get them. I didn't pay for them. Someone else did. So I can't really give you all the information on it. But they are very pretty. But I don't know if these are ones that I want to use. Ooh, Florida. Fucking A. I got a Florida buddy. Ah! I've been wanting to get to the water. Girl, we're going to have some fun. But for real, though, I have been talking to the hubby about making a trip. I don't know where yet, but eventually. And I've never been to Florida. My brother was born in Florida. My mom's been to Florida. I have not been to Florida. I bet it's so nice down there right now because it's so cold up here. Fort Lauderdale Beach. Ooh. Now I want to eat some chocolate. Trust me, this came towards the perfect week. And if you're a woman, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It was the best timing to get chocolate. Oh my God. See, I've been wanting to go swimming. And I want to get on one of those, like, yacht boats. You know what I'm talking about? And just live my best damn white life. Because I want to get some sun this year. I told myself I want to get out. I want to have some sun. Don't get me wrong. I love my vampire look. But when I get tan, it's like that olive skin tone tan. You know, that's really pretty. The only bad thing is my legs never tan as quick as my arms do. So, like, my arms will be, like, super dark and pretty. And then my legs look like medium. And I'm not about that fake tan and shit. If I'm going to go, I'm going to go with the sun. But, yes. Plus, I've always wanted to try crocodile. I'm not going to lie. I've heard stuff about it. That and frog legs. You can get them up here some places. But not a lot of places sell them. By the way, I'm glad I could influence you guys with chocolate. It was good. It was really good. It was really good chocolate. And I've had more chocolate today than I have all week, so I'm making up for it. That's out in the Everglades. They call them gator bites. Gator bites. Gonna get me some gator bites. Plus, I've been telling the hubby too, I want to do a fish fry. I want to be on the beach enjoying some fish, some crab legs. Like, I was born in the wrong state, y'all. With some spicy sauce. Baby, if it's got spice, I'm in it. Now, my hubby, he's a total different breed. Can't handle spice. I don't go to the point to where, like, I'm eating the hottest pepper in the world to create a hole in my stomach. I like to taste my food. But I do like a little bit of heat. Oh, you're so cute when you smile. I know, I'm like a chipmunk. Ah! I know, it's been a couple days. Even for me here, even off the camera, to chuckle and laugh. Like, it's not like I've been depressed, because I haven't been depressed. It's just one of those things where it's like, you're sitting around and you're like, there's nothing to do. I don't want to read. My thoughts are like, meh. And so you just kind of like vegetate on Netflix. And then you start thinking about warm weather, like summer. And then you're like, I'm so going swimming. I don't care. I will fucking go downstream. Catch me, bitches. Darlene from Roseanne. I used to look like her when I was younger. especially when I would have my black hair. I've heard Darlene from Roseanne, and then there's another one, Booty Out and everything. Oh, hell yeah. Like, I want to live my best fat summer life. I've never been the type of person to show a lot of skin, but if I'm going summer, I'm going fucking summer. My stomach that hasn't seen sun in like fucking forever, it's going to see some shit. Like, I've already got a plan. And the hubby's like, because I picked out this, like, it's got like sunflowers on it, which I'm not a real big sunflower person, but trying to find a plus size cute, like not like lingerie, but like swimwear is just one of those things. You know what I mean? And I ain't trying to show my coochie to everybody. So let's be realistic, because some of these look like it's a piece of string holding together some shit. Hey, Light Sky, what up, baby? Give me 1 second, because I don't even got PayPal up. So, like, I looked at it and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to live my best sunflower motherfucking life. And I've got me a whole outfit picked out. I've even got everything from the sandals to that big bougie fucking hat, you know, for the beach. Like, I am ready. I am in it to win it. I lost what I was doing and I found out what I was doing. PayPal. That's what I'm at. But when I had my blonde hair, my husband would always tell me that I remind him of Drew Barrymore. He's like, because you get sun-kissed and your blonde hair just looks cute. And I'm like, you're just obsessed with her. All right, my dear. I'm not seeing anything from PayPal. I don't know if you sent it or was thinking about sending it. You're so crazy. Baby, you don't even know the half of it. And this is me sober. Imagine me super drunk. I am fucking hilarious drunk. Which is probably why I was never allowed to go to Florida throwing crab legs at motherfuckers. I don't know why I associate Florida with crab legs, but yeah. Can you send a link to click? Oh, I could possibly do that if I can find the link myself. They always change it on this damn thing, and I'm like, I don't know where it is. Links down below. Good luck. Why ain't you showing me what I need? I don't know, baby. It's not showing it to me. I need to change my little thing too. Where it's like, I've been doing this for so long. No, I've been doing it longer than that. Yeah, it's not letting me show. Give me a second. Try this. Come through, Florida's gonna love you. You need your cute face here. I would fucking love to go to Florida, but I want to have like a fucking blast. Like, I have never went on vacation, so if I go on vacation, I want to go fucking balls to the wall hard, waking up with them big ass shades and going, I feel like hell, but it was worth it. That's the type of vacation I want. Now, whether or not my husband's ready for that type of commitment, because that's a whole new level of me, we'll see. Because he's seen me being like chill and shit, but he's never really seen me go, ah! I've been close, though. Been super close. Oh, yeah. Okay, I did share that. I was like, I don't think I shared that. And I did. Like, that's my problem here. Like, I love my friends. I love my coven members. I love the people around me. But, like, I'm one of those bitches who was, like, spur of the moment, 1 o'clock in the morning. Let's fucking go do something. Like, I don't care if we're doing donuts in a parking lot, throwing snowballs in the middle of Kroger's during a fucking snowstorm. Let's do some shit. We got liquor. We're willing to go to jail for a night. And when they ask why, I'd be like, there's nothing else to do. And I got tired of being quarantined with people. And it's the best excuse ever. Yeah. 5 for 2. Yes, yes. What 2 questions can I do for you, baby? Sorry, I'm like reading messages. Someone asked me, so did you really like your package? I was like, yeah. Do you want to switch lines? I have many things to do. Switch lines. What are you talking about, baby? Lines. Switch some lines. Lives. Thrill. How is James the Pisces currently at about me? James. You say you have nothing to do. Well, now I do, but you know what I mean. How is James the Pisces currently feeling about me? Feeling about me. Feeling about me. Well. So there is a feeling of not having to skate on ice anymore, which means they're comfortable. And they feel like you've let your guard down a little bit, which gives them the ability to actually see you for who you are. So it's kind of like, you ever see that dance where, well, it's not really a dance. It's kind of like a sneaky motion where you put one leg out and you just sneak over. That's kind of how it feels like over time. It's been like this. And then we've got the 8 of Swords, which this deals with a lot of thoughts. Being trapped within one's mind versus having it into reality. I barely can get free time. You poor thingy. Poor thingy. You're not a human. You're a thingy, mabob. Like Ariel says with the little horns and shit. But as far as like the feeling, it feels like there's more of a chance to be open. More of a chance that there's a connection that can form. And as far as your second question, how does Tawny, my work colleague, feel and think about me? Well, that's odd. So we've got the Lovers coming up in reverse. So even though I'm going to assume that you weren't lovers, or maybe you were and now they're scorned. But if you weren't, that means that they were hoping for a possible connection of some sort. But it seems like the connection was only one-sided and they're kind of holding a grudge about it. So it could have been like they were trying to form a friendship. It just didn't work out. But there is some kind of connection. Platonic. No, just work colleagues. Well, maybe they were trying to be a little bit more than work colleagues. Because there does seem like observation, opportunities. There's a lot of like, seems like a connection. Like it seems to me like either one, they like you a lot and you don't know it. Or 2, they were trying to build a friendship and it didn't quite work out because there was boundaries set and they're kind of scorned, so to speak, but not scorned in the way that they can't forgive you, just scorned in the way of like, you know what I mean? Like, So if they got a thing for you, that's interesting. Because why would Lovers in reverse come up and then another couple card come up? So there's some kind of connection, or maybe you had some kind of connection with somebody that they knew, but there's a connection somewhere in between all that. Gabby. Goddess01. Thank you, my dear. Where to? PayPal, Cashapp, Homegirl, Mars. Got me on the counter, wasn't me. See me on the sofa, wasn't me. Got me on the counter. Banging on the bathroom door. We ran out, we were both on naked. Listen, my Gemini moon don't play. Hell no, it don't. Let me see something. I had stuff on this table and I've lost it. Where did it go? All right, give me a moment. There it is. Sorry. Had a moment. I am back. She just saying a lot of things uncalled for. Now, come on. It ain't that bad. What are your 2 questions, my dear? I mean, you could say, okay, donated multiple times, but we need questions, baby. Give me all questions. Use me wisely. You got the power. Use me, abuse me. Did my mom steal my business idea and try to make her own? Or am I overthinking? No, that's a good one. Now, that is a good question. Okay. There's a lot to uncover. If your mom did, that's such bullshit. Like, I'd be so pissed off. He goes, bitch, that's my idea. I'm gonna cut you. No, I'm just kidding. Don't cut your mama. So that one we go into that. Okay, so there's a few main cards to kind of go with what you're talking about. So the first one is uncovering things. And then we've got the 7 of discs in reverse. So uncovering things and maybe a different structure as far as a business model, but maybe not the same product, if that makes sense. So maybe taking inspiration, I would say, is more of a thing than she stole my idea and the bitch went to Shark Tank. You know what I mean? Like, is that even a show still thing? I don't know. But it does seem like something that they have worked towards, but are willing to let go if there's like any issues. So I don't think it's intentional. I just think that there was inspiration. Right. 2, what is coming from my business? What is coming from my business and entrepreneurship? So there's going to be ability to heal others. And the reason that I say that is because we get the 4 of Swords in reverse. And we also get the Ace of Wands, which deals with nourishing. So a mothering aspect. So whatever's going on with your business, it seems like there's a healing of those around you or other people, or being a light for clients that come in. Sometimes when we meet certain business owners, we create a certain bond that gives us that safe space comfort. Now, there is a younger gentleman being presented as far as your business model. I'm not sure who that is. We've also got the Wheel of Fortune coming up. And it looks like there might be something that we're going to have to walk away from before this comes into play. Or maybe a deal is going to end up being too good to walk away from. So there's going to be some kind of deal made when it comes to your business, maybe an ability to expand in some way. But there does seem like something good is going to be presented to you. And it's one of those things where you're not going to be able to walk away from that opportunity, even though it may not be exactly what it was that you were wanting. Right. So I think you're going to find your secret investor, baby. But the way that you have it going in your mind is not exactly how it's going to end up. So just remember, whenever you're doing this, that is going to be kind of like a middle ground. Like you're going to have to give a little bit more than you're wanting to, but what it's going to do for you is it's going to push you up. And then once you make the big boy money, that big boy money, you're going to take your witcher out and we're going to go fucking party in the Bahamas. Because I've always wanted to see the Bahamas and I'm supporting you. No, but honestly though, I do hope that the investor comes to you soon, because I do feel like you've got the potential. It does seem like it's in the cards, but you know what I mean? I'm telling you, if half the people who come to this channel actually do good in life, I will never have to pay for a vacation ever. Oh, wow, my angel really said hello. Aw. Congrats, Gabby. But I think it's good though, you know what I mean? Just remember to take the mothering aspect, whatever it is that you do. There's something with the mothering aspect and being able to heal people. Those are the two things. So even if it doesn't have nothing to do with the business model, it is something that you need to do off to the side and something that could be written off easy, you know what I mean? But there's something with that mothering aspect that keeps on coming into play. I'm going to do good in life and invite you to New York. Fuck yeah. There is so many places in New York that I want to hit up. It's not even funny. Like, I could probably stay there for 2 weeks and still not do everything that I want to do, because I know the underground shit and the normal touristy shit. It would be so much fun. The only thing that I don't look forward to, because I've heard this before, that in the summer, New York's got this like piss smell. And I'm not up for that. I'm not like into that kind of shit. You know what I mean? So it's going to have to be some fall weather or some spring weather when my ass comes to visit. Because I always imagine New York is like our version of Gotham. You know what I mean? A lot of fuckery, a lot of shadiness, but some good bites. Plus, you meet some of the most interesting people. Most of the people that I've ever met from New York, one, you always know they're going to tell you the facts because they ain't going to bullshit you. And two, if they do try to bullshit you, then somebody in their family is going to come yank them up real quick. New Yorkers with attitudes, exactly. Oh, man. If I could tell you the stories. Because one of my most favorite artists comes from New York, and that boy's a trip, and he's seen me at my ghetto. Like the first time I went and seen him live, I got drunk. I was waiting to use the restroom because there was only one stall. These girls, as I'm opening the door, literally scoot in front of me, slam the door shut, and I'm just going, did that just fucking happen? And I was going off on a door for like 10 minutes. 2 girls ran out, and then I never seen them for the rest of the night. It was the most fun ever. Because the whole time I'm yelling like, you learned this shit in kindergarten, bitch. Back the line. Oh, I'm so mad because I had to pee so bad. 3 fishbowl margaritas, and these bitches just yanked the door out of my hand. I was so pissed. That's why I say I'm a trip when I'm drunk. Like, I'm cool as a motherfucker. But you fucking... Oh, no. Just no. Plus, drunk me. Drunk me is kind of like a Jackass. You remember that show back in the day, Jackass, where they would do stupid shit? That's me, drunk. Every bad idea seems like a really great idea. You can get a reading, my dear. I do ask that you be subscribed, though. So if you can subscribe, then you get a 1 card free reading every day that I'm live. So what about it? Do it. Do it. All right. And while you're doing it, and doing it well, thank you, my dear. I appreciate it. I will tell you this. You do got some individuals trying to put you in a predicament that you shouldn't be in. And it's more for their entertainment than your well-being, just so you know. And it looks like you're finally coming out of a manipulative situation, which it was coupled with a coupling card. So I don't want to say it's a couple or like a past relationship type of thing, but it does seem like there was some manipulation with a significant other. So I'm not really sure how all that plays into play, but I do wish you well, my dear. Man, it's been a while. Ew, crap, he's almost on his break. I didn't realize I was on here for this long. It's weird. It's been a while. I forget how quick time goes when I'm with you guys because it's so much fun. You're very welcome, my dear. And hopefully you come back with, I don't know if that's a blue top. It looks blue. Me neither, baby. Me neither. I think it would be great just to see how it does. But you know, they'd be fighting her every tooth. No, like, you can't do that. You're just going off in emotion. Like, you mean like every man that's ever ruled anything? Huh, yeah. I don't try to get into the whole man bashing and woman bashing. We're all fucking the same. We're just fucking weird in different ways. Like, to think that a man and a woman or a woman can't rule and a man can only rule, like, it's fucking stupid. I agree. And, you know, we've come a long way. Like, you know, we've got the right to vote. There was women's suffrage. And, you know, slowly but surely we're fighting against school systems that tell little girls that they can't have their hair a certain way or that you can't wear that spaghetti strap because it doesn't look good. Like when I was in school, you couldn't have weird ass colors. Now kids get to have whatever color hair they fucking want because it's not labeled a distraction. Ugh, you know. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, there's a lot of room for growth and a lot of room for improvement. But the thing is, you can't expect just one guy in a big oval office somewhere to do it all. It's the people that you actually get to represent you in your local. Look at Texas with Cruz. This motherfucker goes on a vacation and the whole fucking state is losing their God-blessed minds because they're freezing to death and they're thirsty and they're hungry. And this motherfucker going to Cancun and going, well, our neighbors are fucking snitches, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know why it's doing this, that. Hate that. See, I back away a little bit, and then it's like, oh no. But yeah, see, I move. That's the issue. I'm moving around too much. I love this little bunny, though. And it's just the cutest little thing, ain't it? It's adorable. Hey, Rain, how we doing, baby? Oh, there's always much to be done, you know what I mean? It's just like if you look at the homeless, oh my God, I don't know if I'm going to be able to read because it keeps on flashing. I don't hate men. I just want women to see more for their accomplishments. Exactly. It's like before that one movie came out, what was it? Hidden Figures or something like that about the NASA program. I had no clue. They don't teach that shit in school. And I started looking it up and I'm like, that's fucking amazing. Well, I'm doing well. I'm about to freeze. It's so cold. How are you? I'm good. And you know what I mean? Yeah, I loved that movie. It was like such a good movie. And I'm like, why don't we get taught this shit in school? Or they at least didn't when I was in school. I can't really talk about now because I don't know. But as far as you go, Rain, my dear, you're being held back by past discretions. And what I mean by that is the things that hurt you in the past is kind of stopping you from being able to have opportunity in the future. It could be the way that you're carrying yourself or the way that you come off due to those past interactions with individuals. But you got to let that go of that shit so you can get that opportunity. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so much more I've learned out of school than I ever did in school. It's just going to keep on doing this because my camera is messed up. But it's not messed up. I think it's the lighting. But, you know, that's the thing. Like, there's so much in history that we lose. There's so many things that we have in history that we don't talk about. It's like, I grew up in the generation where they still thought Christopher Columbus was this great fucking guy. And here we are now, and everybody's like, it's kind of shitty. This motherfucker sucks. Like, he couldn't even find where he was going. He just ended up somewhere. And then, you know, all this about history, and it's finally getting more recognition because we're in the days of technology. You can't hide things as easily as you could. Yeah, like he was a fucking asshole. It's just like, when my girls were going through their American history, there was a part where they were talking about, you know, the settlements and the Indians and the smallpox and the blankets and that whole thing. Like, it was just messed up, some of the stuff that they left out. Like, there was a whole tribe, like, taken out because of that stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, it may not be my history, but I try to at least somewhat be, you know. Stephanie, watch your words, babe. And please do remember to subscribe, sweetheart. I am doing good, but you need to watch your words. Because those words that you say around people that you're comfortable with are going to be the words that come bite you in the ass. There we go. Maybe that'll stop that. So just be careful of the words you speak and to whom you speak it to. Yeah, it's not the lighting. It's just my camera's not wanting to stay not focused. Either that or I'm making many movements. The trawl tears. Dude, that was fucking sad. Like, for the longest, because my grandma, from what they said, and if you look at her, you can almost see it. Special, like, I don't have any younger pictures because there was never any younger pictures of her. But she grew up on a reservation. I don't know what her name was before she took my grandpappy's name, but there's like, it's hard to find history on her, and that's what sucks. Because she lived long enough to see me born and to hold me, and then she passed away right after. By the way, guys, if you haven't heard already, and you're in Ohio, there is a 2003 black GMC Yokin, license plate JGP2058, woman, male, and one, blue PJs. There is an Ambler alert. I'm going to say a 1-year-old that's in blue PJs. If you do see this, please reach out. Just figured I'd throw that out there because you never know, somebody might be seeing it. Hey, welcome back, Angela. Check out my blurry live because I decided, fuck this. I don't know why, but occasionally my shit just goes wonker. Willy Wonka. And does its own damn thing. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, jelly beans? Do 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 do. Some legends untold. Sometimes the nights don't been gone. Plus, I've been on a kick. If you've never heard of this band, you should go check them out. They're no longer around because I think they disbanded like a couple of years ago. But it's called His Infernal Majesty. I remember listening to them when I was a teenager. Oh, Vampire Fantasies. True story. How have you been? I feel that my net was out yesterday. Dude, my internet's been shit. Like, my internet was fucked up all throughout the weekend. My phone was doing whatever it wanted. My computer's been doing whatever it wants. Like, I'm just like over it. I'm so glad Mercury's went back to the way the hell it needs to go because it was fucking with my shit. But I could. Oh, by the way, I got my Witcher deck in today. I'm so excited. And I'm going to read your card. Like, the U.S. government kicked out the Indians. Yep, exactly. Ew, we've got the Ace of Swords in reverse. So you're finally picking up where you left off, my dear. Instead of putting everything on the back burner, you're starting to realize sometimes the old habits that we kind of rid ourselves from are some of the things that we still need to survive. So basically, not everything has got to be, cut away. Which is a good thing, I think. That reminds me. Does anybody here actually invest in Bitcoin? Because I've been investing a little bit here and there. And so far, I'm not done too bad on it. It's kind of a hit and miss kind of thing, you know what I mean, jelly beans? What's a Bitcoin? Bitcoin is an electronic money. You got that right. I had a witchy weekend, and yesterday was spent meditating to kitties. I don't even know what that is, so I'm going to type it in and see what it brings up, because I've never heard of that. But I do like things that make me move. You know when you hear something and you're just like, Do. You should listen to Control by what? No, that's a cat grin. Okay. I was like, she, yeah, it'll be all right. I'll be okay. To the sound of kitties purring is what she's listening to. Sorry. Mellow berry. Control by Mellow berry. I'm going to put them in so that way when I get off here and I'm off the phone with a hubby, I can, for some reason, I don't know if it's a spelling or what, Malik. There it is. Did a full dedication, my deities, though? Ooh, how do you feel like it went? Do you think it went right, or? Sometimes rituals are so weird, especially ceremonies and stuff, because sometimes it seems like right afterwards you get confirmation, and then sometimes it seems like it takes a while. So I got to pull it up, and you know it's about to be a banging time when you see the fan wheels. You know what I mean? Well, listen, my dears, it is getting close to the time of the hubby going on breaks. And we've been on here for almost an hour and 40 minutes. So I'm going to jump off here and thank you guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Remember, have fun, my dears.